Well, we're going to actually start with a little bit of breath work right off the bat. We'll also use this to warm up the spine. So we're going to take some deep inhales through your nose while you bring your fingertips back towards your hips and lift your chest. And then you'll exhale through the nose, run your fingers back down your legs, round your spine. Inhale through your nose, lift the chest. Exhale through the nose, round the spine. Deep belly breaths, nice and continuous. Find a tempo that suits you. And one more inhale, holding at the top. And let it go. Deep inhale. Let it out with a sigh. Deep inhale. Let it out with a sigh. Deep inhale. Hold at the top. And let it out with a sigh. Very nice. Drop your right arm down to the mat. And sweep your left arm, reaches for the ceiling. Reach without shrugging. Keep both hips pinned to the mat. Breathe into your rib cage on the left side. Big inhale. And follow your exhale, hooking your left hand outside your right knee. Bring your torso tall into a twist. Right arm back behind you. Gaze over your right shoulder. Belly button drawn in towards your spine. Exhale to deepen your twist. Good. Coming through center, left hand drops to the mat, right arm reaches for the ceiling. Breathe into your right rib cage, reach without shrugging. Keep both hips pinned firmly to the floor. Big inhale. And follow your exhale into your twist to the other side. Belly button in towards your spine. Gaze over your left shoulder. Exhale to deepen your twist, keeping your torso tall and upright. Good. Through center, wrap your arms tight in a big shoulder blade squeeze. Over an inhale, lift your elbows to the ceiling. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, lift your elbows to the ceiling. Exhale, round. And one more, lift your elbows. Exhale, fold forward into your seat. Very nice. Unraveling from that, we're going to rock forward into a comfortable tabletop position. So that's hands right under your shoulders, knees right under your hips. And you can take some cat-cows if you want, or any intuitive movement you need. That could be side bends, that could be hip circles, that could be shoulder shrugs. If you're going for the cat-cow, you inhale, drop the belly and ribs, gaze forward. Exhale, tailbone tucks under. Dome your back to the ceiling. Head and neck drop. Good. Tuck your back toes under. Send your hips up and back to downward facing dog. There can be a good bend in your knee here on our first down dog. Looking to find length from the crown of your head to the bottom of your tailbone. So that involves drawing your belly button in, gently curving your tailbone under your body, not popping your booty out too much. You can drop your heels to the floor one at a time to find a calf stretch. Good. Stepping your feet between your hands at the top of the mat. Bring it into a forward fold. Again, there could be a nice bend in your knee. Bring your torso down to the tops of your thigh. Reaching actively for the floor, head and neck relaxed. Over your next inhale, halfway lift, you're going to straighten your legs. Bring your hands to your shins. Straighten your back. Look just ahead of your mat in front of you. Exhale back into your forward fold. Tuck your hips under, rise all the way to standing. Arms reach overhead, meet. Exhale, hands to heart center. Sun salutation A. Sweep your arms up, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Over your next inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, straighten your legs. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, step back to plank position, lower all the way down to the ground. Untuck your toes. And bring your chest off the ground into a baby cobra. Squeezing your hips, pushing your hips actively into the floor. Drawing your shoulder blades back and down. Exhale back down to the floor. Tuck your toes under, push up to plank. Send your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Walk or jump your feet between your hands at the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, straighten your leg. Exhale, fold. And inhale, tuck your tailbone under. Reach for the ceiling, palms meet overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now, breath to movement, Sun B. This one flows a little bit quicker. Every breath will be a different part of the sequence. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, hands to shin. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back to plank position. Inhale. Exhale, all the way down to the floor, or if you want to take a full upward facing dog, lower halfway down, balancing on the tops of your feet, squeezing your hips to preserve your lower back. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, walk or hop your feet between hands, forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, rise to standing, palms reach, meet overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Very nice. Bring your big toes together, heels slightly apart. Sweep your arms up and sit down to a chair pose here. So reaching without shrugging up on your shoulders. The weight should be biased into your heels. You should be able to lift your toes off the mat without compromising your position. Squeezing your inner thighs together. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, plant the hands, step back to plank, lower halfway or all the way down, move through your vinyasa. That's the process of your choice. Back bend, baby cobra, or upward facing dog, and meeting me back in downward facing dog. Good. Walk or hop. Your feet between hands, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up, sit down to your chair. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back to plank, lower halfway or all the way down, vinyasa. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, your right leg high behind you. Exhale, steps between your hands at the top of the mat. Spin your left heel down. And rise to warrior one. So now your front knee is bent, your back leg is extended straight back. You are reaching to the air without shrugging, staring straight ahead or up towards your hands. Keeping your hips gently tucked underneath you. And you can have your feet separated here. You don't have to have your feet perfectly in line with each other. So for better balance, you might walk your front foot over to the right side of your mat. Inhale. Exhale. Hands come down to framing your front foot. Step back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, steps between your hands at the top of the mat. Spin your right heel down. Rise to warrior one. Reach, front knees bent. Knee right over your ankle. Back leg extended straight back from the hip. Hips in line with the front of your mat. Reaching overhead. Inhale. And exhale, we're back down. Framing your front foot. Step back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. And back to downward facing dog. Walk or hop, feet between hands, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale. Rise to standing, palms meet overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Very nice. So now this will be the flow of today. We're going to do it a few times, not in a rush, but I want you to learn it in the hopes that you can start moving through it without my instruction. Yeah? And it starts like this. We're going to go through the first one slow. You inhale, lift your arms and your left leg. Left knee up in the air to about hip height. Exhale, step back into warrior two. Now here, your feet are in line with each other. Your front ankle should be bisecting the inner edge of your back foot. Arms wide, gaze over your front fingertips. Front knee is bent. Back leg extended straight back from the hip. Taking up room, getting big in warrior two. Our next pose, you flip your front palm, reach forward, and then move your arm back, reaching back, breathing into your right rib cage. Your front knee is still bent, back leg still extended straight back. Same warrior two base. Only reaching for the ceiling. Your left hand comes to your low back or the back of your left thigh. Inhale, and follow your exhale. Place your right forearm on your right leg and bring your left hand reaching for the front of the room. You should find a nice, firm line from your left fingertips to the outer edge of your left foot. A light touch on your front leg there. You should be able to remove your right elbow from your leg without compromising your position. Extended side angle. Over your next inhale, we're going to go back to that reverse warrior, only this time straightening your front leg into reverse pyramid, finding a little relief from that deep knee bend. Squeezing your inner thighs together to maintain your balance, still breathing into your right rib cage. Tee your arms out, hinge from the hips while reaching for the front of the room and tip over into triangle pose. Now your right arm finds the inside of your right shin. Your left hand reaches for the ceiling. Keep your left hip rolled over and reaching back with your left arm. Fill your core with air, come back to standing, and step to the top of your mat, hands to heart center. Woo. Good. For the other side now. You're gonna lift your arms and your right leg, knee to about hip height. Inhale, exhale, step way back into warrior two, front knees bent, back leg extended straight back from the hip. Getting big, gaze over your front fingertips. Over your next inhale, reach forward, and then left hand to the ceiling, right arm to your lower back or the back of your right thigh. Front knee is still bent, same warrior two base. Over your next exhale, left arm finds the left thigh, right hand reaches for the front of the room, extended side angle. Light touch on that front thigh, strong line from your right fingertips to the outer edge of your right foot. Over your next inhale, straighten your front leg, back to reverse pyramid, squeeze inner thighs together. Breathe into the left ribs. Tee your arms out, hinge from the hips while reaching for the front of the room, tip over into triangle. Left arm finds the inside of the left shin. Right hand reaches for the ceiling, right hip is turned over, and right arm is reaching back. Feel your core there. Come back to standing and step to the top of your mat. Hands to heart center. Deep inhale. Side out. Deep inhale. Side out. Deep inhale, hold. And let it go. Okay, we're going to do this flow breath to movement. So I can show you what that's like, and then you're going to choose whether you continue to follow this flow nice and slow, or if you want to do it more breath to movement style. So here's how it goes. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, step way back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior, hand to the ceiling. Exhale, right arm finds the right thigh. Extended side angle. Inhale, back to the reverse position, straighten your front leg. Exhale, reach for the front of the room, tip over into triangle. Inhale, come back, tee your arms out. Exhale, step to the top of your mat, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, take a big step back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, straighten your front leg, reverse pyramid. Exhale, tip over into triangle. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Hands to heart center. One more time with me. Inhale, your left leg high. Exhale, step back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, straighten your front leg, reverse pyramid. Exhale, tee your arms, tip over in a triangle. Inhale, back. Exhale to the top of the mat, hands to heart center. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, step way back, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse pyramid. Exhale, tip over into triangle. Inhale back. Exhale to the top of your mat. Following your own flow now. See if you can remember. Now connecting your breath to your movement. If there's any poses you'd like to spend a little more time in, take that here. One more each side. Very good. When you're at the top of your mat, forward fold, plant the hands, step back to plank. Drop your knees to the floor, bring your big toes together, knees wide. Push back to a child's pose. Good, coming out of your child's pose, back into tabletop, knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Step your right foot between your hands at the top of the mat and raise your arms to the ceiling for a low lunge. You're squeezing your left hip here to open up the front hip flexors. Your front knee should be right over your ankle. Arms reach without shrugging. Now plant your heel, straighten your front leg, hinge from the hips, bringing your arms down to framing your front leg. You are working collarbones towards your knee, not craning your neck. And now you're gently trying to pull your front hip back and push your back hip forward to keep your hips in line with the front of the mat in half split. All right, now we're going to form a little wave. As you inhale, rebend your front knee, reach for the ceiling. As you exhale, straighten your front leg, hinge from the hips. 2 more, inhale to your low lunge. Exhale, half split. 1 more, inhale. And exhale, half split. Good, rebend your front knee. Heel toe your right foot to the right corner of your mat. Bring both hands down inside your right foot. You're squeezing your left hip low to the mat. Twist toward your right knee. Gently push your right knee outward into a twisted lizard. Place your right hand back down, curl your left toes under, sweep your right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Inhale. And exhale, bring your shin horizontal to the top of the mat, just behind your hands. Inhale your spine long. And exhale, fold forward into a resting half pigeon. Take any last minute adjustments you need, and then try to melt into this position and find stillness. We'll be here for a good bunch of breath. And when you're ready to release, walk your hands back towards your shin. Curl your left toes under again, sweep that leg up and back, three-legged dog. Bend your right knee, open your hip to the right side of your mat. Inhale. And exhale, gently place your right foot down to meet the left. Drop to your knees in tabletop. Inhale deep. Side out. Step your left foot to the top of the mat. Arms reach. Low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, plant the heel, hinge from the hips, straightening that front leg. Hands come down to framing your leg. Half split. Over your next inhale, forming our wave. Inhale into low lunge. Exhale back into half split. Two more. Inhale into your low lunge. Exhale, half split. One more inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. Rebend your front knee, heel toe your left foot to the left corner of your mat. Gently twist toward your left leg, pushing that left leg slightly open. Squeezing your right hip to keep your hip down low to the mat. Good. Bring your left hand down inside your left foot. Curl your right toes under. Sweep that leg up and back. Three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your shin horizontal to the top of the mat. Inhale your spine long. Exhale. Forward fold. Take any last minute adjustments and find stillness. And when you're ready to release, walk your hands back towards your shins. Curl your right toes under. Sweep that leg up and back. Bend your left knee. Open your hip to the left side of the mat. Inhale. And exhale. Bring that down. Drop into tabletop. Cross your legs behind you. Rock back to a comfortable seat. And lie all the way down to your mat. We're going to do a little calming breath work here before we do a couple more stretches. And then finally, Shavasana. So this breath work is called 3-9-6 breath. You take a big 3-second inhale. Fill your lungs with air. A 9-second hold at the top. And then a 6-second exhale through the nose or mouth, your choice. I'll count your tempo. Exhale everything out. Inhale. 2, 3, hold. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 2, 3, hold. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 2, 3, hold. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, hold. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. Inhale, 2, 3, hold. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing free for a couple breaths. Lay your left leg flat on the mat. Bring your right knee into your chest. Give it a big squeeze. Use your right hand to pull your right leg open to the right side of the mat, opening up to a groin stretch. Leave your left hip flat to the mat. And pulling your right leg all the way up and over into supine twist. Leave your shoulder blades flat on the mat. Draw your belly button in towards your spine. Let gravity pull your leg closer to the ground. Good. Lie your right leg to the mat. Draw your left knee into your chest. Give it a squeeze. Pull your left leg open to a groin stretch. Leave your right hip flat on the mat. And pull that leg all the way up and over into your supine twist. Shoulder blades flat. Belly button drawn in. Let gravity push you deeper. Good, and lie your left leg flat to the mat. Bring both heels in towards your butt. Push down. Rolling back to your shoulders. You can lock your fingers behind your back and roll your shoulders back and down. Gently squeeze your inner thighs together. Find a full foot of contact with the mat. And slowly lowering one vertebra at a time. Back down. Lay your feet out to the corners of the mat. Roll your shoulders down your back. Arms loose by your sides. One more breath technique. Breath of light. 7 small, separate sips of air through the nose. You hold at the top as long as comfortable, and then exhale through thinly pursed lips as if you're blowing out of a straw. It should sound something like this. Then you hold as long as you want, and then blow all the air out of your lungs. Exhale everything out. Begin breath of light. Every exhale releasing more tension down to the mat. One more full round, then release the technique. We're going to start a body scan now, bringing awareness to different parts of your body that I mentioned, and relaxing them, scanning them for any tension, and letting them grow heavy and relax. Starting with the top of your scalp, relaxing every follicle of hair, down to your forehead and temples, unfurrowing your brow, allowing your eyes to grow heavy in their sockets, observing the passing of breath in and out of your nostrils, your upper and lower lips, unclenching your jaw, relaxing the tongue, relaxing the muscles of your neck and throat, bringing awareness to these areas, and letting them go, growing heavy completely to the mat. To your upper shoulders and collarbones, down your upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists and the palms of your hands grow heavy and relax completely. Your thumbs and the next finger and the next finger and the next finger and the small fingers. Release any tension held there. Relaxing energy travels back up your arms, through your shoulders and into your chest. Finding your heart center, relaxing and opening your heart. both sides of the chest, your shoulder blades, and the whole length of your upper back. Down to the top of your abdomen, your solar plexus, both sides of the waist, your navel center, and relaxation settling in the pelvic floor. Drawing awareness to these areas and relaxing them completely of any tension, both sides of the hips, your upper thighs, knees, lower leg, calves, and shin, both ankles, and your feet grow heavy and relaxed to the mat. See if you can find an even deeper layer of relaxation within yourself. Scanning the whole body for any tension and releasing it completely. Take a deep inhale, fill your chest with air. Sigh it out. Inhale your abdomen with air. Sigh it out. Inhale all the way down to your hips. And let it out with a sigh. And when you're ready, come back up to a nice seated position. And that is where we will conclude our practice. Thanks for coming in.